So when patients first come in, we really want to dig into what's going on with them. And so we do an in-depth history. We go through all of their past injuries, surgeries, what kind of treatments they've done, whether they've seen any success or not with those. With all that information, we try and determine exactly what's going on with them and where the root of their problem might come from. And then to find out whether or not they've actually got something going on that I think I can help with. And so we really focus on the objective measures that help us identify whether a patient can benefit from what we do. And so we do a lot of investigation at the beginning to determine if you've got a misalignment. One of the big things we see there is when people are out of alignment, their whole body starts to collapse and fall into an adapted posture. We do leg checks, we do the postural measurements, we actually evaluate range of motion of the head and neck, and we do all the things to make sure they've got something that we can actually take care of. And we use some of the highest tech equipment that's available right now. We use some motion capture for you doing the range of motion. Our x-rays, we're extremely precise in how we take them because we're not measuring big shifts of the bone up at the top there. Generally, when we're doing measurements, we're measuring 1, 2, 3 degrees worth of movement, which is the reason that we would shoot x-rays. Because once we figure out that you've got a misalignment, we need to find out how it looks. So we take digital x-rays, which means I use a computer program that I designed in order to create the lines that we need to measure exactly where everything's at. We do a fairly in-depth analysis to figure out exactly how someone's out of alignment, what kind of angles are created by the misalignment and by the joints themselves, and we do a biomechanical evaluation of that to determine the best way to approach that problem. So on the second visit, when patients come in, we would review the x-rays that they took and show them how they're out of alignment, what's going on, if there's any kind of problems we need to worry about, if they've got tumors or breaks or anything that might have been missed medically in the past. And then we also show them how they're out of alignment and what we're going to do to try and line them back up. And then once we've done that, we do the first adjustment, which, as I said, doesn't feel like much. It's basically the weight of my hand on the side of your neck. And that will help get everything moving back towards balance. For the first visit, they're going to be here for about an hour and a half, and the second visit probably about the same amount. So it's definitely a definite investment of time in terms of getting them figured out, getting it lined up. The good news is we don't have to do that every time.